The Cosmic Puzzle of Polaris. Have you ever wondered how ancient sailors navigated across vast, featureless oceans, or how explorers managed to find their way across dark, uncharted lands? The answer, for many, was simple. They followed the North Star, Polaris. But what if I told you that the North Star is not as steady and reliable as it seems? What if I told you that the very star we've been using for centuries to guide our way might be hiding some deep, mysterious secrets about the universe? Welcome to the fascinating world of Polaris, the North Star. In this video, we'll dive deep into the cosmos to explore how this legendary star has shaped human history and why modern astronomers are still mystified by it. Stick with us until the end, because we'll be uncovering some surprising facts that will change the way you think about the night sky. Let's get started. The role of Polaris in human history. When you look up at the night sky, the North Star might appear to be just another bright. But throughout history, Polaris has been anything but ordinary. It has been the guiding light for sailors, explorers, and even armies. Its position in the sky has been crucial for navigation, especially in the northern hemisphere. Unlike other stars, which appear to move across the sky, Polaris remains nearly stationary, making it a reliable reference point for direction. For thousands of years, civilizations have used Polaris to guide their travels. In the ancient world, it was not uncommon for seafarers and explorers to navigate across vast oceans relying on this one fixed point in the sky. The North Star was considered a beacon of hope, guiding travelers through the night, especially in the era before compasses and modern navigation tools. But this steadfast role in human history is just the surface of a much deeper mystery. How to find Polaris, a cosmic treasure map. Finding Polaris is easier than you might think, but did you know that it wasn't always this easy? Before the invention of precise navigation tools, finding the North Star was a challenge that required skill, patience, and knowledge of the night sky. In the Northern Hemisphere, one of the easiest ways to locate Polaris is by first identifying the Big Dipper, one of the most recognizable constellations. The Big Dipper is part of the constellation Ursa Major, and it serves as a cosmic pointer towards the North Star. Imagine the Big Dipper as a giant spoon with a long handle. If you draw a line from the edge of the spoon's bowl and extend it 5 times its length, you'll land directly on Polaris. This method has been used for centuries and was crucial for navigation during the Age of Exploration. But here's where the mystery begins. While it may seem simple to locate Polaris in the sky, the truth is that the star's position and characteristics have not always been the same. Thanks to a phenomenon called axial precession, the Earth's axis slowly changes its orientation over time, meaning that Polaris wasn't always our North Star. In fact, every 26,000 years, the North Star shifts due to this precession. The Earth's axis points to different stars as time progresses, which means that in the distant past, different stars served as our guiding light. Polaris, a triple star system, not one now. Let's dive deeper into the true nature of Polaris. Despite being called the North Star, Polaris is not a single star, it's part of a triple star system. This discovery, made at the end of the 20th century, has completely changed our understanding of Polaris. The brightest star in this system, which we usually think of as Polaris, is officially known as Polaris A. It's a yellow supergiant, much larger and hotter than our Sun, shining brightly with the power of over 2,000 times the Sun's luminosity. However, this star is not alone in the universe. Orbiting Polaris A is a second star, Polaris B, located approximately 2,400 astronomical units away. Polaris B is much smaller than its companion, but it is still about 1.5 times the mass of the Sun. While it is visible through telescopes, its faint light is often overshadowed by the brilliance of Polaris A. But the story doesn't stop there. The third member of the Polaris system, Polaris AB, is located just 18.5 astronomical units from Polaris A, about the distance between the Sun and Uranus. This third star orbits Polaris A over a period of 30 years. Together, these 3 stars form a gravitationally bound system that challenges our simple understanding of the North Star as just a single fixed point in the sky. The discovery of this multi-star system has not only expanded our understanding of Polaris, but also sparked new questions about the star's stability, behavior, and future. With 3 stars in orbit around each other, the dynamics of the Polaris system are far more complex than we originally thought. The mystery of Polaris's changing brightness. Now that we know that Polaris is part of a triple star system, let's talk about something that has puzzled astronomers for centuries: the changing brightness of the North Star. Unlike most stars, whose brightness remains fairly constant, Polaris is a variable star, meaning its brightness fluctuates over time. These fluctuations are part of a natural process, but the rate and nature of these changes are unlike anything scientists have observed in other stars. In the early 20th century, astronomers began to notice that Polaris's brightness was not steady. It would brighten and dim in a predictable cycle, with changes in brightness occurring roughly every 3.97 days. This is a typical behavior for a Cepheid variable star, a class of stars known for their pulsations. However, what makes Polaris unique is that its changes in brightness have become more extreme over the past century. In the 1990s, scientists noted that the amplitude of Polaris's brightness fluctuations had decreased dramatically, reaching a historical low. By the 2000s, these fluctuations had decreased to less than 2%. But then, something remarkable happened: the star's brightness began to rise again. This surprising increase in brightness is part of a trend that continued through the 2010s. However, this gradual increase in brightness does not follow the typical behavior of Cepheid variables. While most Cepheid stars experience consistent and regular fluctuations in their brightness, Polaris's behavior is somewhat unpredictable, making it an anomaly in stellar research. So, what's causing these strange changes in brightness? Some scientists believe that the interaction between the stars in the Polaris system, particularly the gravitational pull of Polaris B, may be affecting the brightness of Polaris A. It's possible that the 2 stars are influencing each other in ways that we don't fully understand yet. Theories behind the changing brightness. What could be causing these fluctuations in the North Star's brightness? There are a few theories that scientists are currently exploring. One potential explanation is the gravitational influence of Polaris B. Just as the Moon causes tides on Earth, the gravitational pull of a nearby star could be causing the pulsations we see in Polaris. This effect could explain why Polaris's brightness seems to fluctuate in a regular but unpredictable manner. Another intriguing theory involves the possibility that Polaris once had a companion star that merged with it. Stellar mergers are rare, but they do happen. If Polaris was originally 2 stars that collided and merged, this could explain the strange behavior of its light. When 2 stars merge, the resulting star can be unstable, with unpredictable changes in brightness as the 2 stellar bodies adjust to their new configuration. Is Polaris about to explode? This brings us to one of the most fascinating questions about Polaris: is it on the brink of exploding? As a supergiant star, Polaris is burning through its fuel at an incredibly fast rate. Typically, stars like Polaris burn their nuclear fuel much faster than smaller stars like our Sun, which means they have much shorter lifespans. In fact, Polaris is burning through its hydrogen supply at an astonishing rate. When a star like Polaris runs out of fuel, it may explode in a supernova, a massive stellar explosion that outshines an entire galaxy for a short period of time. Could Polaris be nearing this dramatic end? While it's difficult to say for sure, some scientists believe that the changes in brightness could be a sign that Polaris is approaching the end of its life. However, it is still burning brightly and remains far from the point of collapse. Unlike some stars that go out with a bang, Polaris may continue to burn for millions of years before its inevitable demise. The future of Polaris and what it means for us. Despite all the changes we've discussed, one thing is certain: Polaris will continue to play a key role in human history. As we look to the future, this star will remain a constant in our sky, guiding us just as it has for thousands of years. However, the mysteries of Polaris are far from over. As astronomers continue to study this strange and fascinating star system, we will likely uncover more secrets that challenge our understanding of the universe. The North Star is not just a point in the sky, it is a living, evolving celestial body that continues to surprise and inspire us. In the coming years, we may uncover even more about Polaris's true nature. Will we discover that it is part of an even larger star system? Could it be that the changing brightness of Polaris is signaling an impending cosmic event? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the story of the North Star is far from finished. The cosmic journey continues, so what have we learned about the North Star? Polaris is much more than just a fixed point in the sky. It is part of a complex, evolving star system with mysteries that continue to captivate astronomers. Its changing brightness, its role in human history, and its potential future make it one of the most intriguing stars in the sky. As we've seen, the universe is full of surprises, and even the most familiar objects in the night sky are full of unknowns. Polaris has guided us for centuries, but the more we learn about it, the more we realize that it's far more than a simple navigational aid. It's a cosmic enigma that continues to unfold before our eyes. If you enjoyed this journey into the cosmos, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more videos that dive into the wonders of the universe. Together, we'll continue to explore the stars and uncover the mysteries of the night sky. Thanks for watching, and remember, the journey never ends.